Okay, it's been cooler out here today, so I've been fooling with this thing. Well, I got the choke and the gas thing, and up here where you maybe can't see it, I got the on and off switch and the starter button. So now, but it started, but didn't stay running good. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see if the compression, because this one piston and everything was questionable. If I can figure out where the daggum control, there it is. Now, I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's see if we can move it in more. The camera's always backward. All right, now I got the other plug out, the throttle's open for it, it'll go, and see how we get go. Whoa, coming back here. I don't know how much it was, I didn't see it. I didn't have this on there pressed correctly. I can see one thing, it's not very good. But we'll try it again. If you can see it or not, reflection probably right in there. Well, maybe it's good. All right, let's try it again. So it's not very good, barely over 50 on that one. That's the one I thought might be bad. So let's check it on the other one. I have a hard time with English. All right. Of course, that's glare on there. Maybe I ain't going to run with no more compression than that. Let's see. Barely better. It's only like 60. But I kind of assumed it wasn't very good because that's probably the reason why they junked it. But you know, I got to find out. So, but even at that, and that's something I can't really understand about English or about the American cars. They have typically it's a 14 millimeter spark plug. These are 18 millimeter, the bigger. And of course there are some smaller ones which I've seen before, but they ain't very big and mighty and far between. But anyway, that's that. So we'll put the plugs back. And I think part of it's the carburetor too, because I can't get it to really run right at all. So, all right, let's see here a little bit. All righty, well, I got this thing where it would run, but not well. If you look into here, we'll try to start it. It's probably see fire shooting out of there, which I'm assuming is the head gasket, no doubt. We'll see if we leave it start now. May or may not, I don't know. However, that's going to be worked on. And I don't really want to do it right now. It's too hot in the first place, and I got some other projects I want to do. So I'm going to have to take the head off again. And I got another head gasket they sent too, so I'm going to see what happened, what's going on here. I may have to see if the head's warped, or that's not going to be too hard to check. All right, that's it for now. The next project coming up, I'll show you that here in a little bit, but not right now. That's it. Turn this back around. Okay. People might wonder, well, why would you mess with that old motor like that? Because you got no purpose for it, really. I don't know what that big heavy gearbox is for. Must have been something mighty strong. But the thing of it is, nowadays, see, I used to work on these things for people, lawnmowers and what have you. But finally got to where home breathing ain't that good, and knees hurt and all that. So I basically don't do anything for other people anymore because they're ready. They would need their stuff. I don't feel like messing with it half the time, so I don't do it. So I have these little projects of mine here, which I like being out and doing stuff. That's all I can say about that. And so I don't want to give up all this completely. Sit around the house and be like an old wart, But so working on this whole thing, I enjoy it when the weather's right. I got a lot of other projects. Let me see if I can swing this thing around here. We can see it. Where is that tractor? Okay. I got the parts pretty much all fixed on my tractor. Come on. I don't know why this camera's backwards. Anyway, got them pretty much done. I got to put the bottom plate on. It's just sitting there. I cut those them notches on the top. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, those notches. I used my mag drill and drilled just barely inside the top, and then I took my angle grinder and cut them down. That's for the little notches on top of the forks up there, so you can move to different areas. And I went down to the steel yard and got those two plates there, the one with the notches and the other one there. And he happened to have his skid loader there, and I said, well, how far are them holes? He measured, it comes out to be about four inches apart. And so the only problem I'm having, I got to put that bottom piece on, which won't be too big of a deal, and I'll have that done. And then, let's move over here a little farther. I bought this old Husqvarna here from a guy. You can see it. Let's move this thing back so you can see what I got going on here. I gave him $100 for it. It's got the hood and all that stuff. But I think that it's got a problem with the compression release, and so I'm going to have to check on that and see. I mean, the camshafts are expensive, so I don't know what I'm messing with it. It'll start, but that first initial cranking over is the hardest part. And I got a carburetor ordered for it. Somebody Mickey Mouse around that carburetor, so get them Japanese or Chinese jobs for that. So anyway, that's the gist of the whole thing here. On this old motor, like I said, you know, it's got this big, wait a minute, what's that good tripod's causing me a problem. It's got a great big old gearbox on here. I don't know what they had that for, but must have been something pretty strong. But that, literally, that thing I'm sure weighs 1,000 pounds, because my little tractor wouldn't, just barely get it up off the trailer pack. It wouldn't lift it. It just maxed out the hydraulics on it. But this, my newer tractor there, it would lift it, but it made the back end light until I got my counterweight on the back. Anyway, that's enough of this rigmarole here. Turn the thing back around so you can see the old ugly mug. See, that's the problem. This camera's backwards the way it should be. You know. Anyway, that's enough of this hodgepodge here. So that's the gist. We're going to change one. Try to take this motor off. I got it all loose already. I got all the bolts loose. I didn't take these big ones out of the back here. Where's that thing at? I didn't take them loose because hopefully they don't have to. They're loose enough. You can turn your fingers. But the bottom has got a nut on the back, bolt on the bottom. I got it loose from up in here. You can't see it. Technically, the motor should slide forward, but I don't know if it'll go far enough apart. I don't know what they got, how it's rigged in here. I guess they're just a keyed shaft. Enough of my jibber jabber here. We're just running this on for nothing. Take care.